Beats craze.
From the biblical perspective, right, it's simple. If he created Adam and Eve, as the Bible say, right, we're going only strictly off Bible, and they had children, then Adam and Eve, God will be the God of their children. Now, they can grow up and choose to make a God and say, this is my God, I refuse that God, but in all actuality, the only true and living God from the Bible, right, is the God of all people that came on the earth after he created the first two. Now, that's either the truth or a lie, or you have to deal with the literature and prove that wrong. So with the literature, that's not wrong. Now, just let me say this, because this is what I wanted to say in the debate when she was doing all the things and dealing with the perspective in which we're dealing with now. I read Job 2:10, right? And it say, but he said unto her, you speak as one of the foolish women speak. What, shall we receive good at God's hand, and shall we not receive evil? So the question is,
hold on, man.
Hold on. Guerrilla, you gotta put your picture in there. No.
So now,
the brother is trying to prove that God is for everybody, Guerrilla, so you know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can y'all see me now?
I'll see you.
Yeah. So look, we finish right quick.
Go ahead, Israel.
So when Job asked the question, and this is the question that went to my yacht and everybody in the crowd that was listening to on the live stream, do we accept good from God and not evil, or do we accept both, seeing that he provides both for everyone on the earth? And as I said, if you don't know what the evil is he's talking about, if we go to Ecclesiastes 9, it'll tell you this is an evil amongst all things. For the good, they go to the grave, and for the evil, they go to the grave. And he controls that for every living being, male or female, of any race of people in the world. Tell me one race of people that don't die, you know what I'm saying? And one race of people that when he resurrect people from the dead based up on the Bible, right? He's not going to judge if they righteous or unrighteous. He's going to do that for all mankind based up on the scriptures.
So, you must be reading something wrong, and Guerrilla must be reading something wrong. Let me ask my brother, the Guerrilla Hebrew. Is God of the Bible for everybody, Guerrilla?
The God of the Bible is for the nation of Israel. Now, does the God of the Bible, pursuant to the Bible, govern and decide and control the fate of everything and everyone on the earth? Yes, but his chosen people are the Israelites.
That's correct.
That's clear and that's evident. But here's the thing, and here's the point that I made on Ahnk show the other night. When you have the perspective that we have for the scriptures, and we present the scriptures from the perspective of somebody who's about black power and black supremacy, you have to present the scriptures and Israel as an identity to the black community, and you have to try to convince them that you are these people. That way they feel better about the Bible and the things being said about the Bible. Because the thing is, our people are feeling disconnected from the identity of Israel. You see what I'm saying? If they didn't feel disconnected from that identity, they wouldn't be looking at the Most High no type of way, because they would know that all these good things that he said he was going to do pertains to them and not to anybody else, especially not that goddamn.
So see, you see from that perspective, then if Dr. Maat was debating him, and she said that the God of Israel was only for Israel, and he said yes, that's his chosen people, he ain't dealing with nobody else, she would have had a damn good debate and a good argument against him. But I say the God of the Bible is for all mankind, right? If he gonna save the righteous, he would be unjust to condemn a Gentile that's righteous. He would be unjust to condemn. Listen, let me finish my statement, please. As he said, he do not want confusion here, so let's not have confusion, right? So if he condemned an Egyptian, right, that's righteous, he will be an unjust God, because he's supposed to judge righteously. Now, let me read this one scripture, just one scripture, right?
Yeah, because I would like for you to prove that Israel doctrine. Go ahead.
We're going to go to Ecclesiastes 12, right?
Go ahead.
I got the tattooed on me right here, the word of God, right? You know we ain't supposed to have no tattoos, so I got that in before I got deep into it, right? We're going to Ecclesiastes 12. I'm going to pull it up and put it up on, share my screen, so y'all can see it, just in case y'all can't find it. Let me share this screen.
About his argument with Dr. Maat, would have had a better argument with the Guerrilla Hebrew. She went in there and proved that the Bible wasn't good for anybody, period. So she would have been able to debate him or you.
No, but you see, Courtney, when you say she went in there against Israel doctrine. You see, the Guerrilla Hebrew wouldn't have stood by and let her pull that off like that. And the other Hebrews that I know, they wouldn't have stood by and just let her say what she wanted to say. They would have picked apart that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Israel doctrine don't really know the Bible.
I got it. Let's read, right? We got Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13 and 14, right? It said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Now tell me, if you call a white man less than a man, he's not a man. Tell me if you say the Egyptian is not a man. Tell me if the Cushite is not a man. So they didn't say, right? It didn't say this. It said specifically man. Now, if the white man is a man, the Mexican man is a man, or all these people are men, then his judgment and his commandment is to fear him. All mankind should do that and keep his commandments. The next part is, for he gonna bring every judgment, every work into judgment, whether it be good or evil. So whichever man is good, he gonna give him a just reward. Whichever man is evil, he gonna give him the just reward for that. Fair judgment. If not, God is a hypocrite, and he's only for Israel, and everybody else can do this and that. And that's the argument that people trying to make, but that's not what the Bible say. He said any man that's righteous, he gonna treat him right. Any man that's wicked, he's gonna get it right.
Israel doctrine. Here's the issue when people take a scripture where it's ambiguous and the word man appears there. You have to deal with the audience in which is being addressed by the writer of that. It's always an Israelite audience. Like yesterday, for example, when I was at camp and I was teaching, right? And I was being very ambiguous with my statements on what you need to do. Listen, let me finish my statement like I let you finish yours. Now, I was being very ambiguous in the statements that I was making. And I caught myself, and then I went to make sure I contextualized the statements I was making and saying that if you are an Israelite man, this is what you need to do, and this is the reward you will receive if you do the right thing. You have to understand there is really scriptures all throughout in almost every book of the Bible that contextualize the audience and identify who is being spoken to, and it's always the Israelites. It's not to everybody else. Period. Everybody, nobody else can be the elect of the Lord. That's period. Prove to me anybody can be the elect outside of Israel.
Listen, when you was debating that pastor dude on this show, right? The conversation, could anybody get salvation? Now, my message that night was salvation and reconciliation. And you said only Israel can get salvation, right? Now, we're going to be technical. We're going to be technical, right? Abraham was not an Israelite. So that means Abraham, the father of the Israelites, cannot get salvation.
See, and this is what happened. That's a.
No, Abraham was Hebrew. He was an Israelite.
Now listen,
Man, you lying, man. They want to set up this debate. If you want this debate, you can get it. Because they try to...
Time out. Time out, y'all. When I do this, you know... Check it out. Check it out. When you see me do this, when y'all see me do this, y'all got to hold it down because I don't want to scream. My children is sleeping. They getting ready for school tomorrow. So I'm trying to do this so I don't have to scream loud. All right? Now, let me ask you a question, Israel Doctrine. Do you see the white man as the #1 threat to our people today? Is they our #1 enemy? The white man.
The world.
Huh?
They rule the world. It's a white man's world.
So do you see them as a threat to you? Are they your #1 enemy?
No man is a threat to me.
Come on, man.
No man is a threat to me.
Are you serious, man?
No man is a threat. That's why you talk a debate. That's why when you talk a debate, I don't feel no man in no debate. None of that. No man is a threat. How is he a threat? If a man is a threat, you go buy a gun and you make him no longer a threat.
All right, Israel.
Take them out of the way.
You telling me that you don't see the white man as a threat to our people, brother?
Now that's a different question. You
No.
said a threat to me.
Right.
That's my opinion and that's my point of view.
Right, but
you said our people, yes, they're a threat to all mankind.
so that includes you. That includes you, right?
Yes.
So that's what I asked you. And you said no the first time.
You asked a specific question.
Listen. I asked you, do you see the white man as a threat, as an enemy to you? And you said no. You said no.
I said all mankind, then yes, I included myself. So then you said, okay, aren't you a part of mankind? I mean, that's cool to ask 3 questions and get 1 answer. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it again. Do you see the white man as a threat to you, brother? Is he your enemy, the white man? You said no?
He's not a threat to me. I'm not going to change my answer. You cannot ask me the question twice and I change it. Then I'll be lying. See, that's what y'all fail to realize. You got to have something to stand on. You stand on something, you stand on it. Now, if you don't feel like standing on what you say, then that's you. I'm a man. I stand on mine. I say he's not a threat to me. Why? Because when you go directly to me, he's not a threat. When you say mankind as a whole, he's killing us. So you got to understand, you asking 2 questions from 2 different perspectives.
Brother, check this out. You said that he's a threat to all mankind, and you're saying now that he's not a threat to you.
You're not just smart, Courtney. I just told you when you break it down into 2 questions, you said, is he a threat to you? Do you feel he a threat to you? I said, no. Do you feel he a threat to mankind? Yes. Then you said, aren't you a part of mankind? I have to say yes. But do I feel he a threat to me? No. So, I mean, that's a small way to ask 3 questions to get 1 answer and to get understanding and clarity. If you want clarity, I give you clarity. If you can't comprehend and understand it, you got to shape and mold the questions 3 or 4 times to get a complete understanding, then that's because you have a lack of understanding.
Now, here's my thing, Israel Doctrine, right, about people who don't see the so-called white, people who believe in the Bible and don't see the so-called white man as Esau, right? Now, the scriptures also say, let no mercy be shown to him that show no mercy. Now, as you just admitted, the white race is going around the world and destroying it, showing no mercy on any indigenous peoples or lands. Therefore, no mercy should be shown to the white man, correct?
But who's to give him the punishment? You or the Lord?
The Most
You
High
try
God.
to
But Jeremiah 51, what does it say? Ye are my weapons of war and my battle axe, Israel. So Israel is his people, is who the Lord is going to use to
You need to
take
go out there in San Diego streets right now and slay you a white man because you his battle axe. And you want to slay from your point of view, you need to go take a life.
Number one, until the army is built up mentally, that's not going to be. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
You should go out there.
And you know that's not
Israel, relax.
The revolutionists know people have to be mentally prepared for a revolution before they can physically partake in a revolution. Period.
Now, see, hold on, Israel.
I'm mentally prepared, but are there a bunch of dudes around me that's mentally prepared? Not necessarily. So I'm not going to be stupid. Listen, I'm the guerrilla Hebrew. I'm the guerrilla Hebrew, meaning I specialize in guerrilla warfare. I deal in tactics of war. I'm not just going to be a one-man army and try to take out all the white people in my metropolitan area. That's ridiculous. That's not logical. That's not smart warfare.
All right. Now, check this out. See, this is what I meant by that. So, Dr. Maat, I'm going to give her credit for having a debate with a brother, but I'm not going to give her credit for beating a Hebrew Israelite because I don't see my man Israel Doctrine a Hebrew or Israelite because he's the first weak Hebrew that I have ever seen in my life. I have never heard a Hebrew. Let me finish, brother. You got to let me finish. You got to let me finish. You got to let me finish. I have never seen a Hebrew show his face like that and tell me that this white man is not his damn enemy. I've never seen that, so I don't know what book are you reading. Can you comprehend? I don't know what book you reading, brother. And it's no wonder.
Listen. You see, hold up. Did you hear what Ahnk just said? Now Jesus, you might call him Yahshua or another name, right? He said, "Love your enemies." He said, "Love your enemies," right? Listen. Israel, you can't overtalk people while they talking. You got to relax while people talking. And I'm saying it's no wonder that my aunt had her way with you, brother, because you didn't bring that fire. You didn't come with the sword. Okay, SaNeter, you trying to sell it too? Have you seen the debate yet, SaNeter?
Yes, I watched it on live stream.
Okay, so once again, see now she talking. Anybody that seen the debate, make the point where she made the point.
All right.
Being an Israelite or not has nothing to do with it.
All right, hold on. Let me bring in the brother. Peace, my brother. What's going on, Sean? Floyd, what's happening, my brother? What's up? Hold on. Floyd, you have a question, my brother? You got to put that on pause. You got to put your YouTube on mute. Go ahead, brother. Yes.
No, this brother is not a Hebrew Israelite, man. Come on, man. What's going on?
I don't claim to be a Hebrew Israelite. Now,
Israel, you got to let them talk, Israel. All right, I had to cut him off right quick until he get his shit together. Go ahead, Floyd. Let me hear what you got to say, brother.
I'm listening to this whole conversation, man. It's obvious what the brother's at. I give this sister, congratulations on a victory, but she can't really claim a victory until she get in the ring with a real Israelite, straight up. That's all I'm saying.
I want to deal with my brother Guerrilla Hebrew.
And I love the sister, Dr. Maat, and you know what? I talked to her. I ain't seen the debate yet, and I'm very anxious to see it, but from what I understand, she got the victory from what I'm hearing from very credible sources. Shout out to my brother Ahnk. But you know what I'm saying? And I want to see, I want to see what she did. You know what I'm saying? And I can't take nothing from the sister. I know from the credible sources she came hard. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm interested to see, what happened. On any given day, just like the movie Any Given Sunday. On any given Sunday, no matter what, you go head up, man. Somebody can come out with the win. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take that from the sister. Especially with that momentum. That was going on, you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing, But like I said, I'm anxious to see it. But we'll see what happens with the upcoming debates. Anything could be in the works. So that's it. It's all just to set the stage for something bigger and better. You know what I mean?
All right, let me bring in the other brother. Peace, my brother. What's happening? Campbell. What's up, my man? All right, let me.
Can I say something real quick, brother?
Yeah, let me get him out of there. He ain't got nothing to say.
Say something real quick, sir.
Go ahead.
You know, this is why it's 2014, and we're not dealing with the three monotheistic religions, because as the brother Shah Floyd said, Israel doctrine is not a Hebrew.
Right.
The Israel doctrine will turn around and say the same thing. There is no set way to be a Hebrew Israelite. There is no set plan in that. That's why it's called tomfoolery and just straight confusion, because you can continue to make up different types of this and different types of that, because it's based off of your interpretation of what they quote unquote call the Holy Scripture, bro. That's bananas. You can't say what he is and what he's not. That's why you got the Mormons, the Christians, Latter-day Saints, the Jehovah's Witnesses, and you just keep going and going and going and going and going and going, because they all try to fit a round, a peg, in a square hole. It ain't gonna work. It's just too many different divisions. Like who is to say who is right? That's the point I'm trying to make, and that's what makes the whole thing confusing to the African mind.
Peace, my brother. Peace, my brother. What's up, man?
Brother, man. Let me say something real quick, man. You know, I look at it, when you ask the question for us, is the white man my enemy? To be honest, I have to look at self first, because that's what the Bible teaches me. My first enemy is myself. I'm an enemy of myself before the white man is, in other words. So when you ask the white man my enemy, now myself and our nature is the enemy before anything. Because when we look at it, when we look at what's going on right now, what's dealing with us right now in the black community, we're not killing the white. We're not killing the white man. Ain't really killing us. We're killing ourselves, and we have to look at that and say we can't blame the white man for that and play the self-blame game. We have to look at self. So when we look at that and we're blaming the self, that's just blaming the white man. This is showing a weakness within us. So I mean, when you ask if the white man my enemy, no, myself. Ourself is the enemy, and then once we get past ourselves, then we can overcome what's going on in our communities and what's going on outside our communities. But I mean, for real, I see where you're going at with that. You know, we blame everything on everybody else, but why don't we actually look at self? Why don't we look at that?
I hear that. You want to touch on that? You want to touch on that, brother?
That's not what the brother said, though. The brother was like, you know, he said that the white man is an enemy to all mankind. He said that the white man was an enemy to his people. But then when we asked him to direct the question to himself, he said no. But the thing about it is, he said it on a level to where I don't fear nobody as a threat. No man is a threat. That's exactly what he said. So it was on that level. I see the level that you're coming on. You're coming on like we out here killing each other in the streets today, that you can say that we're just as much as the enemy as the so-called white man is. And I agree with you on that, because we are out here doing things consciously killing each other.
And we got to be responsible for that.
And we got to be responsible for that.
Let me say this right quick.
I just want to say this real quick thing. Like earlier, in the earlier SaNeterTV video, I know some people thought Cassius D was going in on me, and they applauded some of that. But I tell you, I've been getting a shitload of emails telling me that I did the right thing on that. How can a brother bang on debates and then turn right around and promote gang violence? And like, you know, people was like, yo, you know, it's good that you didn't feed into that, and you were right. The younger population is liking the debates, and the older population likes the lectures.
Okay, check this out, right? What I asked him was, do you see the white man as an enemy? I didn't ask you, are you the enemy of yourself? How come whenever we say things like that, we always got to turn it around and say, well, you know, he's more of an enemy to me. That black man is an enemy. We're the enemies to ourselves. You know, no, man. Listen, you kill where you live at. All right? You kill where you live. We're not the only ones killing ourselves. If you go into a Chinese neighborhood, there's Chinese killing Chinese. You see, if you go into a French neighborhood in France, there's Frenchmen killing Frenchmen. All right. If you go in, brother, I'm speaking. If you go up in to the Mexicans in their neighborhood, there's Mexicans killing Mexicans. All right. If you look at the Africans, there's Africans killing Africans. You kill where you live at. So it ain't like we the only ones killing each other. That don't make the excuse to say because we killing each other, we enemies to ourselves. No, the white man is the #1 threat to our survival. And when y'all stop being afraid to say that, maybe you won't look at yourself as the damn enemy. You'll look outward, outside of yourself, and see the real enemy, the one that's bringing the guns into your neighborhood, the one that's bringing in the drugs to your neighborhood to keep your ass docile, to keep you wanting to fight and turn on your brother. So that's the enemy, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Who want to get in?
Let me respond to that, SaNeter. Because what I see is us leaving a state of God consciousness and becoming self-consciousness. And what I mean by that is when you begin to look on your nakedness, you begin to clothe yourself with things this jewelry, gold. So there's what jealousy said there, see, and you become self-consciousness. So we have a lot of self-conscious rather than God-conscious people, and that's one of the things that we've seen that happen in the Bible. They begin to look on their nakedness, and when you look on your nakedness, you begin to clothe yourself at any cost, whether it's of gold or jewelry, cash, or whatever things that look good on you. So that's the problem that we're having in our neighborhoods right now. Before there was the white man, before they even came in, we was killing each other up then. You know what I'm saying? We was doing that then. So what's the excuse then? When you're self-consciousness, you begin to play the blame game as Adam did, because that's one of the characteristics, that's one of the things that goes forth. So that's what we read in the text, when we see this in the text of the Bible going on. Man became conscious to self, and his self-conscious led him from his God consciousness. So then he begins to cover himself up at any cost. So those things is going on right now.
Can I get in real quick?
Point taken, brother. Go ahead, brother.
See, this is the problem. It's 2014, and if you think there is a God or any type of item that comes outside of yourself, you're just mad. He made the statement that basically that man is evil, and we need to be fixed by some outside force. If you listen to what he said, what I am saying is
that's not what I said, brother. That's not what I said.
Okay, say it again, bro. What did you say?
You go with the slick talk, That's not what I said.
Oh, hold on,
I said your worst enemy is yourself, You need to fix self, but you have to recognize there's a problem first, So you need to worry about self first before you point the finger to the next man. That's what I said,
Okay, so then how can you worry about self if you go to a book that separates you from the creator?
How does it separate you from the creator?
The book clearly separates God is there and you're here. Am I not right or wrong?
Your sins disconnect you from the source, my nigga.
No, so then where's the sin come from? Hold on, where's the sin come from, my nigga? Where the sin come from?
Where does it come from? What do you mean? Where does it come from?
Max, 4%, right, brother? So like I said, before you said the slick talk, like I said, man is considered evil. Right off the bat. You born evil.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
He made
that's a
that
Christian mindset.
He made that.
No. He said I've come up with that slick talk. Then what I said was, according to him and his information, that man is evil. He said that's not what I said. But yeah, but sin is evil.
No, he made that choice, You choose what you want to do yourself, That's what I'm saying.
Right. But guess what? Like I just said, your book clearly separates self from the creator, and that's the crazy point. That's crazy. You don't even read the book, Listen, bro. Listen. What I'm telling you,
you don't read that book, bro.
Come on, African Bible.
You're a bad lawyer with a lack of evidence.
Listen.
I'm challenging theology.
You can't talk. Let me just talk. I'm not knocking your book. What I'm saying is, African man and woman has 1.4 million years before the onset of that crazy ass book. Are you discounting 1.4 million years as history? that we had before that idea that the Creator is separate from man? Yes or no?
Oh, 1.4 million. Where you get that from?
See what I'm saying, SaNeter?
Where did you get that from?
Don't worry about
Can you tell me the age of the earth? You
Don't
got
worry
that's
about
100-year-old knowledge, huh? That's not even.
it. Hey, SaNeter,
Can you give me a name of the age of the earth right now?
he's not ready, man.
Well, the brother said,
You can Wikipedia the age of the earth. Come on, son, it's
Where
2014.
did you get that from, huh?
Oh, listen, brother, listen to the Unraw Squad show, and we will show you how you can actually tell the age of
We
the earth.
talked about this already, huh?
I'm not even
Stop.
going to be. Brother,
What's people really? What's
hey, brother, I apologize. I'm going to send you to the doctor's office. Doctor, please get that food.
but let me ask this. When the brother said, can you tell the age of the earth? I don't think nobody have that answer, brother. So when you say you go to the Wikipedia, brother, let me finish. How come when somebody talk?
White community, black community, or people who have been studied and have college degrees and make that statement without everybody looking at you like you fucking crazy. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Listen, when somebody talk, why y'all keep cutting them off? You gotta let them speak, and then you can say your point.
I agree, yo, but I don't want you to sound like that in front of the community.
Man, I'm gonna sound like that again, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't think nobody on this earth right now knows how old this earth is, because he cutting me off again. Brother, you could bet me 500. What is you talking about? And how you gonna prove it, Ahnk?
What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
I will bet you $100 we donate it to a charity to help the black community. That you can prove the age of the earth.
Okay. Bet. And all you do, but now listen, all you're gonna do, is go by somebody else's saying what they said it was. The man who you claim is the devil. The man who you claim is a liar. The man who you claim cannot be trusted. You're gonna go and get references from him, and he's gonna tell you how old is the earth. Now, does that make sense, Ahnk?
It would make sense if you looked at science as being a white thing. Science is not a white thing. Science, universities is a black thing, brother. So if we agree that Africa gave the world science and mathematics and universities, or we don't, which one is this on there? Please tell me which one is it. Did we not get the world reading right? That's a black thing. They faked you out. Really, white people practice Africa.
Listen, yo, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about did we give the world. Hold up, hold up. We're not talking about did the world give us reading and writing. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how old is the earth, and you can't prove that without going to somebody else telling you how old is the earth.
Brother,
Come on, man.
It's 2014. I swear to goodness, we talking on time. You be afraid to act like you can't do that. If you'd have said this 10 years ago, you'd have said the same shit to me. Ain't no way you're going to tell me. People could be looking on cameras and talking at the same time. Come on, so I'll stop it, y'all. Come on, dude. It's just
Hold on. So let me interject on that. First of all, let me show you out of common sense. The common sense wise.
Go ahead.
Now these brothers say they know how the age of the earth, right? Man don't even have the capability to even understand his DNA structure or the source of the one who reads his DNA structure himself. So you mean tell me he knows what's going on out there, but he still don't know what's going on in here. He can't even shake the damn common code. So this brother telling me they know the age of the earth, but he doesn't have his own manual to his own damn body. Come on, bro. You sound foolish saying that, You got that, that's 100-year-old, year-old knowledge that you got. It's not even, the ancients didn't think like what you thought. You can't even measure the heavens out there.
LeBron James. Okay, LeBron James. Let me say this to you, LeBron James. So you're sitting here trying to convince us, right, that if you can actually document 7,000 years ago through a book. Is that what you're really saying? But we can't tell the age of the
Bible don't teach 7,000 years ago.
How old is the earth, brother? To you.
The Bible says the Bible was restored, or restoration took place in Genesis chapter 1 and 2, brother. That's why he told Adam to replenish.
Okay, so what you saying? That it was people here before that, correct?
Oh yeah, but it wasn't really years like you saying it was.
Okay, now how long ago was that, though?
I can't put an age on it.
So
You can't put an age on it.
So how long is it from Adam to now, brother?
6,000 years at that, yeah.
Okay, but that's
Restoration.
6,000 years coming from a white person. You won't go for get out of here, man. You're crazy.
I said, see, if you know the Bible, then you know what I'm talking about. He said he told Adam to replenish. He told Noah to replenish. Come on, brother, let's get this.
You're doing the red herring thing. What I'm saying is, you have family and trees on this earth that is older than 6,000 years, yo. That's all about the country.
Now, first off, the oldest tree pursuant to dendrochronological dating is only a little over 5,000 years old. And if I'm wrong, I need you to post the documentation right now.
Say it again.
The oldest tree on the earth pursuant to dendrochronological dating is only over 5,000 years old.
Forgot about the ferns, brother.
Sure, I need you to post the documentation.
I got you. Forgot about the ferns, brother. That's easy work.
Is dendrochronology though? Is dendrochronologically dated?
Please explain.
I'm gonna show you how. Remember I told you
We're not listening to you. We're not listening to you, LeBron James. Because you said it was 6,000 years, but yet you won't tell us how you come up with that. But yet you asked me to explain to you how I come up with 14 billion years old. You know what I mean? That's the age of the universe.
I said the earth was restored.
Yo, look in the camera. Why you keep going that way? Look straight. Yeah, there you go, Look in the camera. All right, hold on. I want to bring somebody else in. We want to say, huh?
A quick question. We done talking about the debate. I see you brothers are getting ready to build on another topic. So I just wanted to excuse myself and tell my brothers Hotep, I love you all. I'm still going to listen in, but I'm getting off the Skype call, okay?
Peace, Queen, and we're going to bring you to the big stage. You did good. All right, I want to bring in brother, the E-Man. The E-Man Bashir. What's happening, brother?
Peace, I'm Ahnk. Peace to the panel. What's up with everybody in the building, brother SaNeterTV.
Peace. Let me ask you, brother E-Man Bashir, how old you think the universe is according to your Quran?
Oh, the universe! Wow. I mean, according to science, well, the Quran don't give a date, as the Bible, gives some dating of Adam and that creation. So the Quran doesn't do that in its chronology. But however, we do know that we must use modern science to help us gauge things. But it's not the be-all, end-all either. So to put all of your faith and all of your marbles inside, science is a great mistake.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
I gotta go play host. If y'all still on in a minute, I'll get back on. But peace to everybody. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Peace, brother Guerrilla.